Hi, my name is Kai Jacobson, and I'm here with Velara, and I'm here to talk about the Velaqua unit today. And I've been in the water industry for about 35 years. I started off with these great little units that would take the chlorine out of the water about 35 years ago, and I've watched the whole industry evolve until we've gotten to this incredible place of moving and sharing with alkaline ionized water. And I was involved with electric ionizers for about the last 8 years. And when I heard about this non-electric unit that used no electricity, I was fascinated. I was wondering if it could perform and do many of the same things that the electric ionizers did. And I was very pleasantly surprised. So I want to do a little quick demonstration. I want to keep it very short and concise and really share with you that our unit, which is a very reasonably priced unit, will be able to perform and do many of the functions that very expensive units that cost up to $4,000, sometimes even $6,000 does. So the first thing that I like doing is I like to show, we have these drops that will show the pH of the waters. And one thing I'd like to do is share with you directly. You can see that I'm actually taking the water out of our Velaqua. So it's actually coming from the machine. And I'm going to put that here so you see the water right there. And I've got these pH drops that will show you the pH of all these different types of water, the bottled waters. And this is tap water that I have in this. So I'm going to put a few drops in each one. We're going to see, we're going through spring waters here first, and then some of the RO type of waters, reverse osmosis. And if you notice, when I put the water drops in, this is, by the way, Gatorade, and you can see that's very acidic. And then our last one, which is our water, is very purple. And I'd like to talk about the pH chart a little bit. And it goes from a range of about 1 to 14 for pH, this being about a 3, this being about a 4, and this being maybe 5, and this being in the 6 to 7 range, and ours being in the 9.5 range, the purple. And you'll be seeing a chart right here that will show you the pH. But the key to this is that every step, every time you see a color increment going up, it's 10 times more than the last one. So it goes from 10 to 100 times to 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000 to 1 million times more alkaline. This water here that's purple is about 1 million times more alkaline than this soda that we have here. It's about 100,000 times more alkaline than this water. So it's very, very powerful. The unit absolutely makes alkaline water. So that's the first thing I really wanted to show. The second thing I want to show is, what does that do for our bodies? You know, how does that affect me personally? Like, we can see what these waters are, but if I want to make my body become more alkaline, because we know that by being alkaline we're in a more healthy state, does this water, can I kind of have my cake and eat it too? Can I kind of eat the diet that I'm eating, and will this water help balance that in my life? And I have some of the water that I poured from here. I want to show what happens when you drink this water. The coloring agent's already in the water, and you can see that it actually is transformational. Like, it takes this water and brings it to more of an alkaline state. And as you see, I pour in that it kind of turns it towards the purple. I'm going to go a little bit farther here, and it just is amazing. If you see, all these waters are being transformed, and that's what's happening in your body. It's actually helping your body become more alkaline as you drink this water. As you notice with soda, it's not a very, it takes a lot of this water to make a change. It takes about 30 cups to 30 things of soda to even get it to a purple. So when you're drinking soda, you're really acidifying your bodies. That's what I wanted to show with alkalinity. Now, another test that's often done is about the ORP, the negative ORP of the water is very important, which is the electrons that are available in the water. And I have an ORP meter, and the first thing I want to do is fill up this jar, this little cup, with our water. And I have some tap water that I put in this one right here. And I'm going to take this ORP meter, which is a really good quality one, and we're going to do a live reading for you right here. I'm going to turn it on. And the first thing I'm going to do is, can you see this on this meter? As we go here, this is the tap water, and we're going to see that the reading is about 310. It's about 309 now. That's positive ORP. Now, this isn't like a really accurate test, but it does give you a range. Here's our water, and as you see, it's dropping very fast. It's going negative, and we're over negative 200 right now. And as you notice, we started at a positive 300 roughly, and we're at about negative 230, 231. That's a 530 number drop. It's incredible. So we're at negative 236 right now. So this non-electric unit actually creates negative ORP, which is incredible for an antioxidant quality in the water. It basically starts stopping us aging. It's incredible. It's like a fountain of youth. When you have negative ORP, it absolutely stops the oxidation. Like a nail turning to rust in water is oxidation. That's the stealing of electrons. So when you add electrons into your body like this through the water, it totally starts protecting your cells from losing electrons and breaking down. So it's kind of like a fountain of youth. It's really amazing. And the last piece that I wanted to show was a special thing that we do that no electric ionizers or any water purifiers on the market do right now. This is an ion meter, and this measures ions, and I just turned it on. It's a very expensive meter. It's kind of like a Geiger counter, but it measures negative electrons. And part of our filter is a clay ceramic disc that the water goes through, and this is designed for taking the bacteria and the different biologicals out of the water to make it very safe to drink. Well, Velaqua has infused this with negative ions. It's actually an ion generator. And if I turn this meter on, you're going to see it starts to make a noise. I don't know if you can hear that right now. It's pretty neat. It's kind of like a Geiger counter. And this gets to almost 4,000 negative ions. And a waterfall, if you hold this meter up to a waterfall, it's about 4,000 negative ions. So what we're doing is we're infusing the frequency of a waterfall. What reading did we get here? 4,040. That's pretty amazing. So a waterfall is about 4,000. A wave at the ocean is about 6,000. And what's happening is our water, which you can see in the unit here, drips through this cylinder, this ceramic piece, and goes down through our cylinder, which is here. And this is full of all our secret ingredients that make it alkaline and ionized. And it also has, of course, carbon in the filter to make it purified. So we actually take chlorine and everything and chemicals out of the water. And we also alkalize and ionize it. But it's also getting the signature of a waterfall. And one of my favorite stories is an Asian gentleman who came in who sold an awful lot of the electric ionizers. He didn't see this presentation, and he drank some of the water. And the first thing he said, he closed his eyes like this. He said, "It tastes like a waterfall. This water tastes like a waterfall. It's incredible." And I think it has something to do with these negative ions basically it's almost like homeopathy. Water has memory, and we put the frequency of a waterfall into the water with the negative ions. And this is the best tasting water I've ever tasted. And that's my favorite part about it. The water just tastes delicious. And the last piece is about the microclustering I wanted to show a little bit about. We've been soaking some tomatoes here, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to pour off some of the water here from the tomatoes. This is tap water, and I've been soaking this for about 20 minutes. And you can see, I'm going to put it here, that it's slightly yellow. If I go over here and I take the tomatoes out from the alkaline ionized water from the Velaqua, you'll see that a lot more color where it's been taking off the chemicals and the wax and the dirt from the water. And you can see it's much more yellow than this water here, and that it's really cleaning my vegetables. So it's a great water to wash all your vegetables with, soak. It makes them taste much better, and it's really an incredible water. The last test that I want to do for you is the OTO test, which is for showing about chlorine. So I'm going to take a little water of ours from the Velaqua, and I'm going to take a little water from the tap water, which is here. And I've got them here, and I'm putting these drops in it. And these drops, if chlorine is present, it turns yellow. If it's taking out the chlorine, then it stays clear. And that has to actually sit there for about 20 seconds to see the difference, but you can already start seeing the difference here. This is starting to turn yellow. The tap water has chlorine in it, and our unit is removing the chlorine. So we purify the water, we alkalize and ionize the water, and we also microcluster the water that I showed with the tomatoes, and we create negative ions in the water. It's an amazing unit, and it's very reasonably priced. Everyone in the planet can afford it. It can fit in a teepee. You can take it to camping with you. You can use it in a soccer game. Anywhere. I have many people say, I'll get 2 of these. I'd like one in my kitchen, and I'll have one up in my bedroom because I don't want to walk downstairs to get the water, because they're so reasonably priced. They're for everybody, and I just love this unit. So thanks for your time.